Welcome to Spacecraft Guide, the channel that goes over the most iconic spacecraft in the world. In this issue of Spacecraft Guide, we are going to continue our work on the Lunar Module on a very special switch, which happens to work with when everything goes wrong in the spacecraft, if I can see it here, the S-Band PCM switch. This switch is used in a communications emergency. And if you click on it, it takes you to the S-Band function PCM switch, or pulse code modulation. This switch enables the voice functions of the S-band radio. PCM, or pulse code modulation, enables 1.024 MC data control circuit in SPA. Off disables telemetry subcarrier transmission, and key applies 28 volts DC to emergency key circuit in SPA. Press-to-talk switches on ECS umbilicals are enabled to serve as Morse Code keyers for emergency transmission. Select PM mode automatically interrupts all other S-band modes of operation. So this key mode actually acts as a Morse key switch. So if all of the radio transmission goes out and they're down that they only have an electrical link, that they don't have any voice, audio, or any audio or video, then what they can do is use this switch, moving it to key, to do Morse code to communicate with Earth from 250,000 miles away. So when we go to the schematics to look at how this works, we see the switch here. Now, when this switch goes to PCM, you see that it comes around up here to the speech processor and then goes out over here to the backup voice S-band transmitter and receives S-band voice to audio center's volume control. But you can see it's a backup voice and S-band transmitter. Now, if you put it in key, it comes up here, does the same thing, but all you're doing is initiating that carrier wave, or putting a pulse through that carrier wave, so you can do dots and dashes for Morse code. Very simple, very basic, very important. This was the backup to the backup to the backup. That's all for this week. If you would like to use this interactive virtual reality exhibit on the command module, the lunar module, and the surface of the moon, just go to our Patreon page and the link will be down below.